Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we had a little bit of a technical difficulty. Had to rearrange things and change channels. Either way, the Midwest Simsports Clifton Layton Memorial Race continues on. We have been green for all 27 laps. But there have been a few changes. Jacob Mashburn, Austin Demore, Dakota Henderson, Edward Cross, Paul Escobar, and Mike Forstner have all had issues. Escobar out of the race. Forstner several laps down. But the battle at the front is just as intense as ever. Thaddeus Friel is our race leader. Melissa Dyer in second. Third going to Adam Vinny right now. Coming around to complete lap 28. Our lead pack has not been on pit road yet. The drivers who have been on pit road are the ones that were involved in a dust up. But either way, the show must go on, and still trying to work out some kinks in what happened. So the 08, Thaddeus Friel, our race leader, leads another lap. This group has gotten single file here and has been single file for multiple laps. Check in on Caleb Ross leading the second group, the 19 and the 25 of Kevin Spalding. These guys finding themselves about 5 seconds behind the race leader. And here they come onto pit road. Adam Vinny getting very aggressive onto his entry. First round of green flag pit stops. Caleb Ross, Kevin Spalding, Michael D'Amato all stay out. Michael, I'm sorry. It's not really sure how to say your name. So Caleb Ross is now our race leader. When will he hit pit road? Caleb Ross working through 3 and 4. Looks like they're going to come down pit lane this time. So Ross from the race lead, Kevin Spalding joining him. Those two will make their pit stops. That's going to give the race lead to Timothy McDonald. Nappy Head chiming in on YouTube chat, saying thank you to every driver that has put this on for my son and my family. So a thank you message going out to the drivers here in YouTube chat. Glad to be a part of it myself. As Timothy McDonald and Tracy Burns hit pit road, they're going to make their pit stop. Adam Vinny, with his aggressive entry onto pit lane, is going to take over the race lead and has the top spot. So, good pit stop for Vinny, puts him out in front. Jacob Watson in the 31 now finds himself second. Melissa Dyer in third. Brandon Mackey fourth, and rounding out the top five, Brock Bigelow. And then Thaddeus Friel, all the way back in sixth. He's lost a lot of ground to the race leaders. He finds himself 7.8 seconds behind the pack. So a yellow flag going to be needed to bunch these guys back up. Meanwhile, back at the front, they're trying to mix it up just a little bit as they work their way around Harley Barletta. Harley, the first car one lap down in the 81. Going to try and blend in with the pack, stay right with the leaders. So Adam Vinny, Jacob Watson, Melissa Dyer, Brandon Mackey, Brock Bigelow, your top five. And this six-car group finding themselves working lap 35 of 100. So pit stops happening around lap 30. I expect to see these guys on pit road, if we stay green, around lap 60. Check in on the last car on the lead lap. That is Austin Damore. Austin running around with Dakota Henderson. The lead pack is creeping up on these two. They're going to have to try and stay together and push as hard as they can to stay out in front. But Adam Vinny and his group on the backstretch with them. Only a matter of time before they get swallowed up, and we'll have two more cars one lap down. Harley Barletta in the sweet spot right now, already blended in with this group. When they come around to pass, that'll keep Harley as the first car one lap down. Harley having the fastest lap of the race at a 50.80. Harley out there laying down some good laps. Unfortunately, finding himself one lap down, but in with the leader. So gonna have a good shot at getting back on the lead lap should we get a yellow, or if the mood strikes him, he'll find himself battling with Adam Vinny to be the last car on the lead lap. So we got our first yellow flag coming out. We got one sideways. That is Steven Pearson. So our first caution of the night. Reel and Pearson look to have been involved. Let's see if we can figure out what happened. And Friel gets turned coming off the corner. Oh, a little bit of gamesmanship here in the 18. Looks like his arm was a little itchy. So two separate incidents. Gonna bring out our yellow flag. Jacob Watson, first car behind the pace car, as Adam Vinny has gone behind the wall. Not sure where Adam Vinny went, but he has disappeared. Everyone making their way onto pit road. Harley receiving the free pass. Got the wave around. And we'll end up back on the lead lap. Good job, Harley, sticking with it. Jacob Watson winning the race off of pit road. Brandon Mackey in second, Brock Bigelow third, fourth goes to Kevin Spalding, and Tyler Chasen in fifth. So with the yellow flag coming out, I'm going to step away for a quick break. No one go anywhere. Be right back after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as the pace car has pulled in and we get ready to go racing once again. While we were under yellow, Adam Vinny did make it back out onto the speedway. Vinny no longer on the lead lap, and here we go. Green flag comes out. Creeping up on the halfway mark. Jacob Watson, our race leader in the 31. That inside line got single file very quickly. Tyler Chasen taking a peek to the second lane, but nobody there to go with him. We now have 17 cars on the lead lap. With that yellow flag, everyone got bunched back up. And so we have a big group of drivers all battling it out once again. The yellow flag coming out at a good time. Field had gotten strung out pretty much. 4-car breakaway, although 5-car breakaway. Although I'm sure that the 5 cars that were out in front didn't want to see that yellow. New fast lap of the race being turned by Mike Forstner. So Forstner turning a 50.28. On board with Mike, we go through the tri-oval. Second lane trying to hang tough, trying to gain ground on leader Jacob Watson. As Steven Pearson now has a fast lap. Trouble at the front, big time trouble. Lots of cars involved, heavy damage being handed out. Dalton Chuprina involved. Timothy McDonald getting a piece of it. Tracy Burns. Quite a few torn up race cars. Good thing is drivers have 3 fast repairs available to them. Unfortunately, this one starts at the front with the 24. Ethan Lowe pointed the wrong direction. Looked like he got a bump he didn't quite like, and it upset the car, and around he went. So Jacob Watson still scored as our race leader in the 31. Don't seem to have too many takers on pit road at the front of the field. Dakota Henderson going to be the first one to peel off for pit road. So a few drivers coming down pit road. You're going to change some strategy for them a little bit. But the field being slowed by our second yellow flag of the night. Lights should go out on the pace car this time. We'll get the green flag at the halfway mark. Field lining up side by side. The 31 of Jacob Watson, the 27 of Brock Bigelow make up row number 1 for this restart. Row 2 going to be Brandon Mackey in the 99 and the 11 of Tyler Chasen. Talladega, a 2.66 mile racetrack. Under yellow takes about 2 minutes 17 seconds to complete a lap, so it really slows it down. Fastest lap of the race being a 50.80. Oh no, sorry. We've gotten even faster since then. Steven Pearson turning a 50.16. You can see the difference between at race speed and under yellow. But Watson in control of the field as the pace car is on pit road. Here we go. Green flag is out. We are at lap 50. So Watson out in front. Bigelow trying to hustle his 27 to the outside lane. Adam Vinny trying to use the third lane to get back one of his laps. Being multiple laps down, he's going to have to hustle that race car to try and get caught back up. Bigelow with a good run. Gets that momentum that he desperately needed. And now going to slide down to the inside with the 11 of Tyler Chasen. Oh, in trouble. Down the backstretch, another big pileup on the backstretch. We got one on its lid. Not sure which one ended up on the lid. That is Timothy McDonald in the 88, upside down. So McDonald goes for a wild ride. Ethan Lowe able to get through that one. I'm sure he's glad that he wasn't involved in the second one in a row. Take one more look at this one. So the 27, now our race leader, having just taken over that top spot before the yellow flag came out. Couple drivers coming down pit road. Tracy Burns, Thaddeus Friel, all making their way onto pit lane. So our third yellow flag of the night is out and on display. Caleb Ross in the 19, getting the free pass. That'll put Caleb back on the lead lap. Lights should go out on the pace car this time as the field works its way through the tri-oval. We're going to fire them back off. Well, here we go, lining it up 2 by 2. Brock Bigelow, Tyler Chasen on the front row for this restart. Row number 2 going to be Jacob Watson and Brandon Mackey. Harley Barletta and Michael D'Amato will be row number 3. So the pace car is down and away, and here comes the field into the restart zone. Brock Bigelow drops his foot onto the throttle, and away we go. Bigelow with a huge jump. Looks like Tyler got caught napping along with the rest of the field. So Brock probably doesn't want to be out that far. Could end up leaving him high and dry here. As Tyler Chasen now takes over the top spot. Tyler can't quite clear Bigelow. And the yellow flag is out. The 88 in trouble again. This time the trouble happening as they're coming into turn 3. Austin Demore involved. Dalton Chuprina. Edward Cross getting maybe a little bit of it here. So this time Tyler Chasen finds himself as the race leader when the yellow flag comes out. So the field has had a rash of yellow flags here. Gonna try this again as we rack them and stack them 2 by 2. Gonna get the green flag with lap 60. Field making its way onto the front stretch, and the pace car going to take off down pit road. We have 18 cars on the lead lap. And the green flag is out. We're back underway. Edward Cross in 19th, first car 1 lap down. Adam Vinny 1 lap down as well. And Timothy McDonald multiple laps down. Brock Bigelow, Tyler Chasen, we got one going up the track. 64, Melissa Dyer brings it back down. With 18 cars on the lead lap, everyone bunched up. The last car on the lead lap, that is Tracy Burns. Tracy going on a little bit of an adventure. Dakota Henderson leading for the first time tonight. Dakota up 13 spots from where he qualified. So as Dakota Henderson is leading, Kyle Gomez second, third Melissa Dyer, fourth place Thaddeus Friel and Jacob Watson. Rounding out your top five, Dyer making a move up to the second lane, and the yellow flag going to come out. We got two in trouble down the backstretch. heavy damage for these two. So yellow flag is displayed once again, and here in the middle part of the race, we've been having a rash of yellow flags. Everyone making their way on the pit road. Melissa Dyer staying out. Dalton Chuprina, Tracy Burns, they all stay out. Dyer gonna keep some lap down cars behind. Edward Cross getting the free pass. Light's gonna go out on the pace car this time, and we'll see if we can't get some races in, get some racing laps in. Started to build up a few more laps before this recent yellow flag. With all these yellow flags that we've had, we now find ourselves with 19 drivers on the lead lap. Adam Vinny, the first car 1 lap down and the only car 1 lap down. Onto the front stretch, we're going to see the pace car peel off for pit road. And again, Melissa Dyer. Looks like that lead car always gets a big shot. Everyone else seems to be caught napping. The Dyer in the 64 is our race leader. So Dyer is our race leader, Dalton Chuprina in second, but Dakota Henderson trying to make some noise in the second lane. Austin Demore in the 16 now trying to use the second lane to take over the top spot. As Henderson had dropped down in front of Dyer. So side by side racing here as we got 30 laps to go. This one's starting to wind down, but the driver's starting to feel the tension and push a little bit harder. The Demore in the 16, clearing the 20 not yet dropping down. So electing to stay in that second lane. Good side-by-side battle going on at the front with the 16. Again, not dropping down to the inside. So electing to stay in that second lane. Michael Dodd. Let's go on board with Michael. Michael finds himself in 16th spot, kind of towards the back, but in the mix of it here. First few cars all now down on the yellow line. It looks like they're trying to log a few laps here. Kyle Gomez, our race leader. Pretty much the Pied Piper right now as everyone is following down on that yellow line. Caleb Ross in the 19 at the tail end of the second line here. Trying to stay caught up. Timothy McDonald, who ended up on his lid, burned a fast repair, had to have some help getting back to pit road not too many laps ago. Finds himself multiple laps down, but still in this race. McDonald right now, last car in this line as he's behind the 25 of Kevin Spalding. The 69 in the 08, getting very close to the wall. Forstner trying to keep the 08 behind. Austin DeMoore trying to keep Friel behind as well. Down to 24 laps to go. Harley Barletta taking over the top spot in the 81. With Caleb Ross, who was using the second lane not too long ago, now in second. So Caleb Ross having a good charge to the front of the field. Coming down to 21 laps to go. We will see these guys on a pit road one more time. When will they make their final pit stops? A little bit of a strategy call when you come down pit road. So we'll just see what drivers come down pit lane when. Might see a big group of them come down here in the next few laps. Big trouble once again, this time coming off the corner. And the 88, Timothy McDonald flipping over again. McDonald not having a good race. '88 almost gets through, and then the 16 collects the 88. Mashburn getting some air as well, going up along the fence. Mashburn, heavily torn up race car. Here they come for what could be the final pit stop of the race. Everyone on the pit road. Steve Pearson did not come down pit lane, electing to stay out. So we'll see if Pearson is going to make his way onto pit lane next time by. Final few laps. A little bit of strategy coming into play. Pearson staying out. Pearson last on pit road on lap 65. So trying to stretch that fuel to the end of this race. So lights go out on the pace car. We're going to stack them up side by side. Gonna get the green flag with 15 laps to go. Steve Pearson, Austin D'Amore, Caleb Ross, Dalton Chuprina, Dakota Henderson, Brandon Mackey. First three rows for this restart. Here we go. Green flag is out. And the 18 getting a good jump. Breaking out 3 wide early on, the 16 up along the wall. But Pearson holding on to the race lead. Dalton Chuprina in the 71, sticking his nose out in front. Down to 14 laps to go. Now Chuprina in the middle, going to get swallowed up. As Brandon Mackey in the 99 is our race leader. '99 stays in the middle, doesn't quite drop down to the inside in the 71. But Chuprina going to battle right back. Kyle Gomez out in front now. Things changing very quickly. And the inside line surging ahead as the second lanes kind of fizzled out. But just like that, they start to build up some momentum and trying to regain some lost ground. So Gomez is our race leader with 12 laps to go. Do want to point out we now still have 18 cars on the lead lap. Ethan Lowe, last car on the lead lap, battling with Tracy Burns. Onto the backstretch with 10 laps to go. Kyle Gomez solidly out in front. Trouble towards the back. Tyler Chasen, Thaddeus Friel. Let's see what happens here. A little bit of contact. Around they go, spinning down to the inside. So as we stay green, Tyler Chasen and Thaddeus Friel onto pit road. That's going to cost them a shot at winning this race unless we get a bunch of yellows to get them back into it. We're going to have 8 laps to go this time by, and Gomez out in front doesn't have a challenger just yet. Austin DeMore in the 16, leading in the second lane, the 25. Kevin Spalding on his back bumper. Spalding trying to push the 16 to the front. But Gomez, steady as she goes, continues to lead. Jacob Watson, does Watson have any plans to make a move? As the 16 is building some momentum, Austin DeMore trying to close in on this race lead. Into the tri-oval, now 6 laps to go when they flash across the line. Lap car staying up along the wall. Everyone should be able to squeeze by as we're only 2 wide. If we were 3 wide or 4 wide, it'd be a little bit different. A little bit closer racing than trying to deal with a lap car, but right now everyone gonna flash on by down on the inside. Stephen Piercing takes over the top spot, drops down to the inside. Four laps to go. This one really starting to get down to the nitty-gritty. We are 3 wide. Pearson down on the bottom, Austin DeMore in the middle, and Melissa Dyer in the top shelf. 3 wide through the tri-oval, coming down to 3 laps to go. Trouble down the back stretch. Cars going up and over and around we go. Yellow flag comes out. And we're going to slow them down once again. Heavy impact for several of these race cars. With it being late in this race, maybe not having a fast repair to burn. This is going to help Steven Pearson stretch his fuel as he is last on pit road on lap 65. Pearson down below the yellow line, trying to shorten this track up as much as possible. Our first attempt at a green-white checkered. We'll see how this plays out. We're looking for the white flag to come out to make it our final green-white checkered attempt. So field getting stacked up side by side. Pace car gets out of the way. Here we go. What could be our final restart. Green flag is out and away we go. Austin Damore in the 16 has a clear advantage going into the corner. Pearson, how far can his fuel tank make it now? He's starting to close in on the back bumper of the 24. Here they come onto the front stretch looking for that white flag. Brock Bigelow on the outside. Here comes Dakota Henderson. 4 wide through the trial. Final lap one more time around. Three wide at the front, and the 24, Ethan Lowe, starting to get a good shove. Crashing behind them, but we stay with the leaders. Several cars getting spun around, but here they come off of turn number 4. Trying to make it to the line. Oh, and Austin gets turned, and at the line, Brock Bigelow picks up the win. Take a look at this one once again. Big run out of the 31. The C's part, and the 27 just comes right through the middle. take a look at our results as the driver makes his way around. Well, we'll look at the results if they show up. Only click the button so many times. Either way, Brock Bigelow, our winner in the 27, onto the front stretch to celebrate in style. Adam Vinny bringing it home in second after being multiple laps down. And Jacob Watson brings it home in third. Let's start off by talking to our race winner. Brock, you got your ears on, bud?
Sure do, bud.
Man, oh man, tell me about that finish, because you shot right through the middle and looked like the seas parted for you.
Yep, I mean, when you get to the last lap at Talladega, it is put her to the wood. Don't lift, don't blink, don't breathe. I was gonna give the 31 a shot right there, as I figured it wasn't gonna open up, and then just wiped right in front of my windshield. And to be honest, I didn't think I had it. I thought I just came up short, but when I saw the relative said 1, I'm like, let's go. That was awesome. That was a ton of fun.
Man, it looked like a lot of fun out there. A good run for you. Brock, that 27 stayed up front for most of this race. What was it like, this 100-lap race for you?
Well, it was attrition. I mean, there were a lot of cautions there in the back half of the race. And honestly, I mean, normally my strategy to run these super speedways is, you know, just kind of hang back, just take it easy, stay out of the wrecks. But I don't know, it just felt nice to get a run and take it to the front and just try to lead this thing. You know, I'd rather be in front of the wreck than in the middle of it. So, yeah, we were working together on the DNF side to keep us all together and pit together and stuff, just stay in it. And yeah, that last couple laps was a blur, man.
Well, nice job on picking up the race win. Any shout outs, thank yous that you need to add?
First of all, obviously we're running this race for the Layton family. Thoughts and prayers going to them. It's cool that we can do something like this, put on a show for them when they're going through a difficult time. And once again, thoughts and prayers with them as they move forward. And I'd like to shout out TCW Construction, My UP Home, Dan Bundy Logging, Nye Welding Equipment, Velocity Race Wraps, DSSN for covering this event, and all the work that you guys do in the Midwest, guys. I mean, we've done a few fundraiser charity races, and it's always a blast to be able to do what we love doing as a hobby and put it to good, you know. So good job to everybody running tonight, and thank you for covering it, man.
Absolutely glad I could be here, and man, congratulations on the race win. Nice job.
Appreciate you, bud. Thank you.
As Brock Bigelow picking up the race win here tonight. Now let's move on to our second place finisher. That is the driver Adam Vinny. Adam, congratulations on the race win, or second place. Sorry, I was watching Brock pull away.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. I thought I had it, but I wanted to keep it clean, as I always do. I'm not much for dooring anybody or anything to go win. I'd rather win it clean.
When you bring it home in second place, but after a struggle, that car multiple laps down at one point during this event.
Yeah, the first one, we're having some storms here, knocked out all my stuff, and I was able to get it back up, and I was one lap down. Then I got caught up in that wreck, as you guys saw once I got back, and Then I got 2 laps down because I had a tow. I couldn't drive it back to pit road. But yeah, the car was definitely a rocket ship. Yeah, a lot of fun at the end. Middle, not so much fun.
Well, a good charge up through the field, getting those laps back, never giving up. Man, Adam, congratulations on a solid second place run. Shout outs, thank yous, anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, you know, first and foremost, for the family that we're doing this for, thoughts and hearts and prayers and everything go out to the family. Can't imagine, but stay strong. You'll get through this. Ain't gonna be no easy task, but we're with you. We'll battle with you. And but yeah, I mean, thank you for you and the Dirt Racing Network for putting this on, Kara. Yeah, just Beard Wisconsin, Small Batch Beard Rolls and Bombs, Next Level Litigation Support, my Lumber Dude Outlaw teammates. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, but beyond anything else, it was for the family, and hopefully we put on a good show. I know it was rough with some yellows, but the ending hopefully put some smiles on their face.
All right, man. Well, once again, congratulations on second place. Nice job out there.
Appreciate it, buddy. Have a good night, everybody. Have a good night.
Adam Vinny bringing it home in second place. Now let's move on to our third and final step of the podium. That is Jacob Watson. Jacob, you bring it home in third place here tonight. Tell me a little bit about your race, bud.
Survival. I mean, that's all it was. Trying to get to the end, have something at the end, and got caught in a few mishaps here and there. But I take it to third. That was fun. I mean, I don't know how it looked on broadcast, but it was fun from my seat.
Well, at 31, kind of got tore up a few times, but 3 fast repairs really kind of helped you out.
Yeah, I managed to go about 80% of the race without using one, and then right there at the end, it started getting feisty, and I found myself in 2 bad positions, and I'm still walking away with 1 fast repair left, so I'll take it.
Well, good job, man, and a solid run for you. Shout outs, thank yous, anything you'd like to add?
Oh yeah, my team, man, DNF Racing, been practicing a lot. Good guys in here. Obviously, the the reason we're even doing this, the Layton family. I'm about to say Clifton because that's his name, but yeah, the Layton family. I hope we put on a good show for y'all. Hope we raise good money. I hate to hear what happened. I can't imagine the pain that y'all been going through. Hopefully this helps a little bit. Prayers are out to y'all. I'm from Alabama, and I heard y'all were too. So, yeah, man, I hate to hear that. Like I said, I hope this was good for y'all though. And yeah, that should be it. And thank you for putting on the broadcast, man. I appreciate it.
All right, man. Well, once again, congratulations. Nice job on third place.
Oh yeah, appreciate it, y'all. Y'all have a good one.
Jacob Watson, ladies and gentlemen, our third place finisher here tonight. Let's see if our results still aren't working. So with that being said, we're going to wrap it up by just reading off the standings. Fourth goes to Kevin Spalding, Ethan Lowe fifth, sixth Stephen Pearson, Caleb Ross seventh, eighth Dakota Henderson, Tracy Burns ninth, Austin Demorse 10th, 11th Michael D'Amato, Kyle Gomez 12th, 13th Harley Barletta, Brandon Mackey in 14th, 15th Edward Cross, Jacob Mashburn 16th, 17th Melissa Dyer, Dalton Chuprina in 18th, 19th Mike Forstner, Tyler Chasen in 20th, 21st Thaddeus Friel, Timothy McDonald 22nd, and 23rd goes to Paul Escobar. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me. Hope you guys enjoyed the show and this charity race, what it all means for the family. So guys, until next time when I get to do this again with y'all, I'll stay safe. Have a good night.